You don't know what a kit is, but you want to know what a kit is. Gunplapedia.
Gundam Helios. Helios is a Gunpla customized from Gundam Breaker Badlog, as well as Gundam Breaker Mobile. My beloved, I miss you every day. So Helios has a bit of a pedigree behind it. Your player character in Breaker Mobile, later eventually named by the time of Batlog as Ryusei Fudo, got his start by winning a small local tournament and being awarded the Artemis Gundam. It was a fun little kit bash of the Gundam X, which you can still see in its torso and some of its panels, and the Destiny. So it had Destiny arms and Destiny head, but it had X torso, and it had some XE legs, and eventually you slap a satellite cannon on it, and that's the gimmick. You have boomerang shoulders, you have the built-in beam guns on the hands, you have the breast Vulcans, and you have the satellite cannon. It's a fun little iconic fella. Even got itself a little Gundam. What's the shitty one? Infinity? Gundam Infinity action figure. Then eventually you need a little more something, and you happen to win a experimental, still in production, Areus kit, which is supposed to be an evolution of the Artemis. The Areus still has the core of Gundam X and the Destiny head, but instead has a metal build Destiny backpack that replaces both the sword with a additional satellite cannon. Which is kind of where we got here with little extra steps. So the Areus ended up having twin satellite cannon on the back, with wings of light, with the Palma beam cannons, and the ability to not only use the large beam swords you pull out from the satellite cannons, but also combine two large Arendite blades that are stored back there as well into, like, blade nunchucks. It's the coolest thing. Areus is the best. Absolutely, can't beat it. So, come to time of Breaker Batlog, the story has progressed a bit, and all the kids in the cast are getting themselves a new Gunpla for GB Fest, big old tournament. They gotta save their local Gunpla store because some big, smelly, handsome idiot ordered a dozen perfect grade Albions without being able to pay for them. It's a whole thing. So he goes back to the drawing board and devises Helios. Helios is Ryusei's first attempt to fully customize the kit himself. Artemis was gave to him already built, and Areus he built with his teeth on a kitchen table in an hour with no actual personalized work into it. But the Helios, this is his. The big difference is it still keeps the legs with the fold-out panels. It loses some of its F91 designs that Areus was using. It still has the X and Destiny torso and head. But it picks up some new effects in the arms and shoulders, which have more of like a unicorn vibe to them with those glowing pieces. They're supposed to be kind of like Psycho-Frame evocative, though not literally a Psycho-Frame. And he also completely ruins the backpack by slapping on an upside-down Freedom backpack. You're not looking at that incorrectly. That is an upside-down Freedom backpack. Which is fine. The idea being that those Freedom-y bits can now move in different unique ways. You can fold the actual ballinas under the arms, while the satellite cannons fold over the top as they should. And it does give a pretty distinctive silhouette when they're fully deployed, even if I'm not a fan how it looks on neutral. So the whole idea Ryusei was coming up with was a full deployment of multiple beam weapons. He has the Sextet cannon set up, which is supposed to be the two Ballina plasmas in the wings, satellite cannons, and the hand palm beams, all firing off at the same time. Kind of like a full burst of his own making. It, with the rest of the new kits from the gang, defeated the opponent of GB Fest, who was holding a massive baby grudge, and brought himself back in the spotlight as a skilled and powerful Gunpla builder. Helios also got its own physical release, which was really cool. Something from our games, getting a whole physical kit line. And if you can find the kit, it's a fantastic one. Now, very little of this actually interacts properly with Full Burst. As far as I know, the arm beams, if anything, the little palms there just shoot out like little whoopsies there when in Full Burst. The backpack, of course, you need for full burst, so there's not a lot of potential there. But it's a strong kit, it's a unique kit, it's got a lot of really interesting design philosophy in it. If you want to just kind of flip the backpack right side up, I'm not going to argue. It'll probably look better. But Helios is something near and dear to my heart and many players of Breaker Mobile. I hope someday we might see that again. I know the cast had a little bit of a cameo, but I just want more. I'm happy this is here at least.